all the things that go wrong. You see, the Jews, they were his people of all the nations, the whole in the world. He chose them out to be the bearers of the Son, the bearers of the truth. And time they abandoned him, they betrayed him, they did all those terrible things, yet God never relented. He kept helping them and forgiving them. And then the climax came when his Son came down amongst them as a Jew and was crucified by the Romans to raise us up, because the Son came not to condemn us but to give us hope and us to believe in him, because all the things that happen in life, when you look at the world in which we live, people get mystified how a loving God could be there letting it all happen. But he tried with the Jews, and he's tried with the church, and he's trying with everyone to try and get them to just acknowledge the fact that he's part of their lives, that he wants them to live honourable and good lives, and people who think of others. And that's the whole secret of it. And so this prompted G.K. Chesterton to pen these words: "How odd of God to choose the Jews." And I've penned the words: "How odd of God to choose or use." And that's the mystery of it, that in God's work, He gives people the opportunity, like he's given us, through our baptism and our education and the gift we've got to come here on this windy morning and acknowledge the fact that God is part of our lives, that his Spirit is upon us, that Christ lives within us, and that we need his help to make sense of our lives. In that second reading, the translation is not very good. It says, "For we are what God has made us." But really, the Greek is poema. It means where we get the word poetry. And it means God has made us as his work of art. Not as a hunk of junk to be battered into shape or then discarded, but as people that he's brought into this world, people that he's given the great gift of faith, people that he's bestowed so many graces and helps. And we've had our hard times, we all have. But we just keep moving forward in faith, because we're turned into the light, and the light is Christ. And in the darkness he's there still to give us that strength, that inner resolve, that knowledge that somehow we'll get through it with his help. And so we come here today just to acknowledge that and to say we're with him and he's with us. And he says, "This is my body, as I've told you, all given for you." And we've got our bodies that we're giving to him today by being here. This is my blood poured out. And that's the sacrifices all of us make. The disappointments, the hurts, the failures, the sicknesses, all those things that dog all of us and dog humanity. And all the time, God is at work. His love is never failing. And it happened with the Israelites, it happens with us. So at times, the world is a sorry picture, and you lose heart. The darkness seems to be winning all over the place. But always, there's these wonderful people on the planet who are doing great things, often hidden, but inspired by that mystery of God's love in their hearts and for humanity. So today we just need to be strengthened in our faith, to acknowledge that it is a gift, that we are not just junk, we are his work of art, with all our failings, with the state of mind we've got, the bodies we bear. All the time he's guiding us and leading us to the fulfillment of all his hopes for us. So it's wonderful to know that you're so special, and it's not odd of God to choose you. You're his gift to humanity, and we've got the gift of faith which we share and pray for the needs of a troubled world, and of course of our poor troubled people that we know.